feel paralyzed.
Hey guys, alright, so today I'll talk about Miracle Rogue. Like my last tutorial, this is just going to be kind of a quick, I'll do a quick game, kind of a little overview of how I typically play the deck. Miracle Rogue is kinda, it's not a hard deck to play, but it's got more of a skill curve than something like Handlock. My deck list is 2 Backstabs, 2 Preparation, 2 Shadow Step, 2 Cold Blood, 2 Conceal, 2 Deadly Poison, 2 Blade Flurry, 2 Eviscerate, 2 Sap, 2 Shiv, 1 Thalnos, 1 Pyromancer, 1 Perdition's Blade, 2 Acolyte of Pain, 2 SI7 Agents, 1 Leroy, and 2 Auctioneers. Now, the first thing you have to remember, I probably won't really get the chance to see this kind of hand, but what you usually want is towards turn 6, 7, 8 around there. A Leroy, 1 or 2 Shadow Steps, and Cold Bloods are amazing. Don't make the mistake of starting your starting hand has a Leroy, an Auctioneer, a Shadow Step, a Preparation, it all looks awesome, or a Leroy, 2 Cold Bloods, but you're not going to use those for at least 4 to 5 turns. You don't need to start with an Auctioneer. If you go second, I actually like keeping the 1 Auctioneer in my hand because I save the coin for it. If you don't go second, you start with Auctioneer. It's kinda up to you. 5 drops are not really easy to play with at the beginning, so just a quick word of advice before we start. And I'll do a... why not? I'll just play a ranked match real quick. So there's a few things to remember when you play this deck. I play this deck in a way that's kind of haphazard. I don't tend to try and save myself a whole bunch of life. I don't like to take damage, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh man, if I don't take damage, something's wrong. A lot of times you actually spend your time... Alright, so here, this hand's not great, it's not bad. I'm actually going to keep the Acolyte. You'll spend a lot of your time trying to clear their field. You play, I don't know, you play Zoolock, and you're going to really need to use things like SI7 to clear their 2 drops and stuff, their 1 drops. Pyromancer can help with that. Sometimes you're going to need to use your hero power and attack their monster with it. Those are things you just can't really get around. I like to drop Pyromancer early, especially with Acolyte in my hand. He might kill it, which is fine. I don't really care that much if he does. If he doesn't, that's great for me. He's gonna hero power, probably just end his turn. See, now this is where things get kind of nice. If he decides not to kill my monsters this turn, then he's really kind of in a bind. Because next turn I'll be able to deal 1 damage to my Acolyte, basically for free. I'll draw a card. If he kills the Acolyte, I'll probably draw a card. I have another Acolyte in my hand with a prep, so pretty much no matter what he does, I'm probably gonna draw. Oh, there we go. See, I'm okay with this. I draw my card. No harm, no foul.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Interesting play. So you don't really have too much to do here. At this point, I would probably... Oh... Kinda sucks is... I could do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll Shiv this. It'll let me draw a card, and this guy will bust it down. Which, totally fine by me. I'll go ahead and... I'm actually going to hero power when I attack his face. I mean, the monster's there, that sucks and all, but it's a 1-3, it's not really going to do too much to me. And at this point, since I was thinking about ramming it anyway, it's okay to leave your 3-1 on the field. I mean, what's he really going to do about it? Especially in this case. I think he's got a... Yeah. See, I'm totally fine with that. No problem. Alright, so at this point, I'll drop this. And... I guess I'll just do this. Attack his face, get a new weapon. See now, this is the point where I really need to get that Auctioneer. When you get that Auctioneer and you have this kind of hand, you're doing really well. Even if I drew a Leroy right now, you have to remember, Leroy plus Cold Blood is Cold Blood is 10 damage. Leroy Shadow Step is 12. Leroy Shadow Step Cold Blood, that's 16. Like, you're doing really well by having that kind of stuff. So see now, I can pop this out. I can use SI7 agent to get rid of his taunt. I can attack his totem. And I can attack his face. And I'm in pretty good position right now. One thing about Miracle Rogue, you'll find a lot of your turns in with you not really using all of your mana. It's typically okay. It's not. It's kind of wasteful, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sap his totem. I'm not gonna conceal these monsters. There's no real point. That's fine. There we go. So, pop out that Auctioneer. I guess next thing I'll do is go ahead and prep. Ooh, Blade Flurry is really nice right here. It's not necessary, but it's not bad. I'll go ahead and conceal him. I can use that prep now. I don't really have much of a reason. I think I'll save it. Because next turn, I really want to clear his field next turn. So I can prep, then I can eviscerate. That's 4 damage to anything. I'll draw 2 cards with it. SI7 will be live. That Cold Blood's live. I'm having a really easy... Yeah, watch. So I'll prep here. Eviscerate's free. SI7 can take that out. And I'll go ahead and Cold Blood this, just to get some damage out. Attack his face. I'll go ahead and eviscerate once more. Now I'll Leroy next turn. That's pretty much game. I'm really not worried about anything at this point. You have Sap, you have Leroy, you have Backstab. I mean, more than likely he'll spend his time trying to get rid of that Auctioneer. Nothing really matters to you. As long as he doesn't play 2 taunts you can't kill, or 3 taunts or whatever, you should be in good shape. So short of Feral Spirits, he really has nothing going for him. Yeah, I mean, unless he's running... Yeah, that's totally fine. No matter what he does at this point, he just loses. And there you go. If you're mean like me, you can just do this. I think it's kind of fun.
Ah, this guy's toast.
And that's a Miracle Rogue. Like I said, typically your hand, what you want to end with, is something like what I had actually. 2 Shadow Steps and a Leroy, that's 18 damage for 8 mana. At that point in the game, you can probably win pretty easily. So, sometimes it's nice to drop that Auctioneer. Every now and then you'll have to use Shadow Step on the Auctioneer. You'll be able to play it next turn for 3 mana. That's okay, you'll draw a card. It's not the best thing you can do, but assuming you have more spells in your hand, the next turn you're going to have 3 mana, assuming you played him with 5 exactly. You'll have 3 mana, plus you'll have the Auctioneer. If you have preps, that's great. basically, when you play the Auctioneer, you really want to make sure that you have something to do. Unless you have 2 in your hand, because if he gets killed, you are SOL. And against the certain decks, you have to remember, if you conceal them, they can still hit them. Like, he could have used Chain Lightning, that could have hit him, but against mages, that conceal is not going to help against Flame Strike. But sometimes you just got to take that gamble. So, I hope you guys learned a thing or two. If you like our stuff, please subscribe. You can check out our channel for our site, our Facebook, our Twitter, and I'll probably do another thing like this pretty soon. So, thanks for watching.